You ever seen a grown man spin backwards, break dance on roller skates, and then hide away in his car and cry in the parking lot? Yeah, that was Marcus. That was his way of surviving grief. Hello, I'm Priscilla, and today's story is about Marcus, a man who found healing in the middle of a roller rink. Now, Marcus wasn't always a skater. In fact, he says the last time he put on skates before his 30s, he was 10 years old, fell hard, and swore he'd never do it again. But life has a way of circling back, especially after loss. Marcus was a regular guy working a 9 to 5 job, living in the city. He had his routines, his favorite coffee shop, his weekend basketball games with the guys. Nothing too extraordinary until he met Alicia. She was this vibrant force of nature, always ready with a joke or a dance move. They clicked instantly, and before long, they were planning a future together. Then, just like that, Alicia was gone. A car accident, no time to say goodbye. One minute they were planning a vacation, the next he was picking out a casket. The world Marcus knew shattered in an instant. Grief hit him like a freight train. He stopped going to work, stopped answering calls. His apartment became a cave of memories and unwashed dishes. When friends told him it gets better with time, he just nodded because he couldn't see how that was possible. Months passed. Marcus was barely existing, let alone living. Then one day, his sister Tanya showed up at his door. "Get dressed," she said. "We're going out." Marcus tried to argue, but Tanya wasn't having it. Before he knew it, he was being dragged to some place called Rolling Rhythms. As they pulled into the parking lot, Marcus saw the neon sign and groaned. "Is this a roller rink? Are you kidding me?" But Tanya just smiled and said, "Trust me, little brother." The moment they stepped inside, it was like entering another world. The smell of popcorn and floor wax, the pulsing beat of an old school R&B track, and everywhere people gliding and spinning like it was the most natural thing in the world. Marcus felt ridiculous as he laced up a pair of worn rental skates. His first attempt at standing nearly sent him face first into the snack bar, but something, maybe Tanya's encouragement, maybe the infectious energy of the place, made him keep trying. Week after week, he came back. At first, it was just to shut Tanya up, but soon he found himself looking forward to those nights. The rink became a place where he could forget, even if just for a few hours. And then something shifted. Marcus wasn't just staying upright anymore, he was moving. Finding his rhythm one night as the song Before I Let Go came on, he felt his body start to sway. Before he knew it, he was spinning, his feet moving in ways he never thought possible. People started to notice. "Hey, check out this guy." "Man, where did you learn to move like that?" Marcus would just smile and keep skating, because the truth was he was learning something new every time he stepped onto that rink. Skating became more than just a hobby. It became a lifeline. On the hardest days, when the grief felt overwhelming, Marcus would head to the rink. He would lace up his skates, he had bought his own pair by now, and lose himself in the music and motion. He started playing Alicia's favorite songs during his sessions, Sweet Love and Poison. Some nights, as he glided across the floor, he swore he could feel her right there with him, laughing and dancing like she used to. The change in Marcus didn't go unnoticed. His coworkers commented on his renewed energy. His family saw the spark coming back to his eyes. And at the rink, he'd become something of a local celebrity. One night, a young woman approached him after a particularly impressive spin. "You skate like you've got a story to tell," she said. Marcus smiled. "I do," he replied. "Want to hear it over coffee?" Now, don't get it wrong, Marcus still has his tough days. Grief isn't something you get over, it's something you learn to carry. But now he's got a way to carry it that feels lighter. Roller skating gave Marcus a way to move through his pain, to express what words couldn't, to remember Alicia not just with sadness, but with joy and celebration of the life they shared. And you know what? That's the real lesson here. When we lose someone we love, it's easy to get stuck, but sometimes healing doesn't come from sitting still. It comes from moving forward, even if that means stumbling a few times along the way. So whatever your version of roller skates is, whether it's painting, running, or belting out karaoke tunes, find it like Marcus did. because after grief comes life. And Marcus, he's still rolling, still dancing, and still carrying Alicia with him on every lap. I'm Priscilla, and that was Marcus's story. A reminder that even after loss, joy can find its way back in. Sometimes all you need to do is lace up and take that first wobbly step. If you've got a story about how you found healing after loss, drop it in the comments. And if this resonated with you, give it a like and subscribe. Thanks for listening, and keep on rolling.